Yo. Let's fix the, there we go. Doot, 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 doot. Let's see who shows up. Letting everybody know that I am, in fact, live. Hello. Whoa. Things are a wee bit bright. Bogdan. Rob, green light, transport, good Shabbos. MD. Shinobi. Kaner, what are you back from? Dude, what is going on with the ISO, dude? Come on. Get with the program. Why is it doing that? There we go. Billy Schmidt. Johan Sigfridsson from Sweden, a very long time viewer of mine. Sweden. AZ Taz, what's going on? Lone Wolf McQuaid. Dude, all the regulars are showing up, coming out of the woodwork for the live stream. Mark. Good afternoon from Lima, Peru. Dude, Mac Talk says, yo, I never make these. Well, welcome. We do it every Saturday. Greem Spence, dude, longtime viewer. How are you? Paul from Minneapolis. Diver JC. I binge watched almost all your videos. I love you. Dude, thank you so much. Lucky dog. That's awesome. Someone told me that, you know, this is what's so strange about being a, I guess, like, YouTuber for now, I guess, like, what? This is my 6th year or something. You sometimes forget that, there are people that are, like, still, not just still discovering you, because obviously not everybody knows me, but what I mean is it's funny how there are people out there whose first view of me is like a video from, you know, 6 years ago. And that I've made over, let's see, on my channel it says 1.1 thousand videos. So sometimes, because I've been doing it for a while, I forget that there's like an enormous backlog for people to consume. And it makes me happy when people tell me that they discovered me from an episode back in 2017. And now they're watching everything. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like all the work was worth it. My favorite, Kyle K says, my favorite bit you ever did was the tinfoil Invicta. Oh my god. That upset so many people. Billy Schmidt says, I tell you now, sipping on gin and juice, rocking a Casio. You already know what's going on. Greenlight Transport says, you're almost as good as Teddy. Balthazar, JK, you're better. Teddy is the man. But I appreciate that compliment. Kevin Hawthorne says, good afternoon from Lakeland, Florida. Okay, so you already know what's going on. There's certain things that we have to do. One of those things is ask you what you're sipping on. So for those of you who are new to the live stream, I always have to ask everybody what they're sipping on because, like, so for some people, like here, it's still in the AM, so some people are sipping on coffee or maybe some orange juice. But some people, it's the evening and it's before bed, so they might be drinking some Ovaltine. We don't know what's going on. So please, in the comment section, please spam the comment section telling me what you are drinking. Billy Schmidt already knew what was going on, so he told me gin and juice. Lay back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. And I'm actually not sipping on anything. I wish I had some coffee, though, because I'm incredibly tired. And while we do that, there's another tradition. Sorry, I know like we're like super close up. I'll try to zoom out a little bit for you guys. There's a little bit of a tradition here where you guys have to wave. All right. So, there are people that use this live stream as kind of like a recorded podcast because this does get uploaded to YouTube automatically after we're done, and we live stream for about an hour every Saturday. Some people listen to it while they're driving. Hopefully they're not watching it. Hopefully you guys are being responsible. Some people listen to it while they're doing chores, washing the dishes, mowing the lawn, whatever. And for those people, we want to wave. AZ Tazfan already knows what's up. So comment section, can we please spam with some waves? Just letting the people in the future know that we love you, we see you, and we acknowledge you. Back to the live stream. All right, guys, let's get into some questions, some comments, I'll even take some critiques. Yeah, .wave file. I usually see the waves later, Max said. Dude, now, see, the people that just join in for the first time on the lives now get to be the ones waving. That's so crazy. We got a lot of people sipping on coffee. Mark sipping on coffee. Mac talks coffee. He's wearing a custom Vostok. Poot is sipping on coffee. Let's see, J Powell getting ready to be a Coors Light. Amen, baby. Greenlight coffee. Diver JC coffee. Everyone's drinking coffee. Dude, now I'm jealous because I want some coffee. Someone send some coffee to my office, please. Billy Schmidt, where you been, bro? So I've actually been on YouTube, but a lot of people have not been getting notified because in my inbox, this is what's freaky about social media. We're at the mercy of the algorithm, right? So in my inbox, people have been telling me that my videos have not been recommended to them. So the nicest thing you can do right now, if you are watching this or listening to this, is just hit the bell icon on one of my videos, just so that you get notified, because even if you don't watch that video, you being notified somehow helps me out in the algorithm. But when we go look, I just wanted to show you guys, decaf for Jory. Mark already knows. Send me some decaf. Lucky Dog's drinking some water. So when we look at my channel, I've actually uploaded 3 reviews this week alone, and none of them have particularly good views. But it's because I'm like out of the algorithm currently, which is fine. What goes up must go down. What goes down eventually bounces back up. But if you do want to watch some 3 really cool reviews, I did one on a flying tourbillon for under $1,000. The Ageloser flying tourbillon, which is actually really, really cool. I did a review on the new G-Shock GVDH 2001A, which is a watch that I actually am currently wearing every day. I'm not currently wearing it right now. I'm going to talk about the watch that I'm wearing right now. And then yesterday we uploaded a watch that, or a review on a watch that I truly believe, in my assessment, saved Tissot as a brand. So if you want to go ahead and watch these 3 episodes and leave a comment, maybe be like, if any of you can leave a comment on any of these episodes that the live stream sent me, if you comment that, I will respond to you in the comment section. So if any of you write on those 3 episodes the live stream sent me, I'll go ahead and reply to you guys. So I really do appreciate that. I do want to mention the watch that I'm currently wearing right now. And this is crazy because I just filmed an episode about this watch. I haven't uploaded it yet because it's being edited, but I figured I'd give my live stream viewers a little bit of like a sneak peek. Who wants a little rant right now? Spam the color green for go. Spam the color red for no. Rick Green is here. Yes, the video was on the PRX. If you want to watch that, it would really help me out. What is your most embarrassing watch? I don't know if I have an embarrassing watch. Mac Talks is spamming green. Robert P. Green. Eric Dumont green. Rab Adabadu green. Can you recommend a $10,000 to $15,000 watch on a bracelet, non Rolex, on chronograph? On chronograph. Coogan, ask that question again in a second. Because do you want a chronograph or not a chronograph? Okay, so we're going to talk non-chronograph. Okay, non-chronograph. All right, I'll think about that. So, I'm going to talk about this watch that I'm wearing right now. This is my SRP 641. All right, this is a baby Tuna. Looks really, really cool on this sailcloth strap. It's just a really badass watch. I actually have a lot of really good memories with this piece. And it's been in my collection pretty much since the start of my channel. Rick Green, certified T3 bot, says, what's the best vintage watch store, brick and mortar, in the country? What's the best vintage watch web store in the United States? Well, I can tell you the best web store in the United States, and that's the TimeTellerShop.com. Special thanks. We're actually about to talk about the Time Teller Shop real quick, but Time Teller Shop's easily number one place to find affordable vintage luxury watches. We ship worldwide. We've had some pretty insane products. So, I mean, anything that you want. We have a bunch of really, really, really cool stuff, guys. Yeah, a bunch of merch. Best brick and mortar store, that's much more difficult to say. But I would say worldwide, Time Teller Shop, number one place. Anyway, you'll notice this watch, the SRP 641, is for sale at the Time Teller Shop. And people have been asking me why I'm selling it. And I wanted to, again, I'm making an episode about this phenomenon, but you guys already approved a rant, so I'm going to give you a rant. This watch, all right, again, I've owned it for a very long time. And it's functional, it's sleek, it's sharp, it's interesting. It's not, I would not say this is a common watch, the SRP 641. Definitely not a common watch. But something weird has happened. And it's kind of a phenomenon about, it's a phenomenon that I get asked about all the time. And it's falling out of love with a watch, or getting rid of a watch that you do love, or how do I... It's crazy. I'm going to try to condense it in a way that I don't just end up repeating the entire episode that I filmed, because I do want you guys to watch the episode. But here's what I'll say. You can get rid of a watch and still love it. Do you know what I mean? And it's a really, really weird phenomenon, but I'm going to try to describe it as best as I can. This watch, I've spent a lot of time with, no pun intended. Does a lot of things that I really do like, and it's just uncommon, and it's a badass piece. But every time I want to wear a dive watch with a big metal shroud and a 4 o'clock crown, I end up wearing the big Tuna, the SBBN 031. I end up wearing the actual Tuna. So every time I feel like maybe wearing a watch like this, I reach for my other one. So this has been essentially just gathering dust in one of my watch boxes. And I realize this has been in so many videos of mine, and people always ask about it, and these are really hard to find. I'm like, I can still have love for this watch and recognize that it should probably go to someone who will wear it and enjoy it. So I did list it at the shop. Now, here comes the interesting part, all right? Another reason I'm getting rid of this watch. You see how this is black? And on the wrist, you move it around. People might not think that it's metal. People might think it's like resin or composite. You know why? Because if I take this watch and I start moving it around next to this one, they both look like they could be made out of the same material. So anytime that I wear a black watch, it's usually a G-Shock or a Casio. It's usually a digital watch. I don't have very many black coated watches. So sometimes when I want to wear a full metal watch, I want something that has the cool brightness of steel. Or maybe if I want precious metal, I'll look into my gold watches, right? But oftentimes I am wearing black G-Shocks. Like 9 times out of 10, if you see me in the wild, I'm wearing a black G-Shock. So when I wear this, sometimes I look at my wrist and I realize that this kind of just like the black coating on my wrist, it kind of just looks like another like G-Shock at glance, and I sometimes don't want to wear that. So for all these reasons, I'm out. No, I'm just kidding. But for all these reasons, I am giving it up so someone else can enjoy it and have it on their wrist and, you know, not let it just pick up dust like I've been doing. So, just wanted to let you guys know this is at the shop currently for a price that you will not find elsewhere because everyone tries to price gouge these baby tunas, especially this specific one because they're pretty uncommon. But I have all the information that you could ever want on the site. If you want any more information, you can ask me, and that's totally fine. But I figured everybody's interested whenever I put a personal watch of mine on the website, and this is a personal watch owned by me. So just thought I'd let you guys know. Not that that's going to make you guys want it anymore. Might make you guys want it less, but yeah, it's a watch that I am selling. I'm actually going to go ahead and put on my twin sensor right now. Steel Steez from Sherman Oaks. Steel C says, dude, you've always cracked me up with the stop making fun of the Black Bay jokes. Absolute class. Oh yeah. Everybody gets mad when I make fun of the Black Bay. I need tools suggestions. Need a good tool to add and subtract metal band links. Not Amazon crap. They keep breaking. Well, the thing is, I get all my tools from Amazon. You might not be getting the right ones, or you might not be using the tools properly if they keep breaking. But I've gotten all my tools on Amazon, and they're fine. But I'm not a, watchmaker, so I'm not really working on watches other than resizing them. Car Guy, what's going on? Mayonnaise, do you ever feel guilt about watches sitting around, especially expensive ones? How do you deal with that? So, I kind of described some guilt with the baby tuna right there, but the truth is, it's not guilt with my other watches. So I have some very expensive watches. You guys have seen them on the channel, and I don't wear them very often because Los Angeles has gone to hell, and it's very, very dangerous to have anything, nice on your wrist. Not that I'm worried about anybody rolling up on me because I have certain self-defense measures, but the thing is that like if I don't want to make things more complicated in my life than I have to. So one thing that really bums me out is I'm a big vintage watch guy, and I have some really cool, obscure, rare vintage watches. I don't even have them in my place. I don't have them in my office. I have them elsewhere, and I rarely get to wear them. And that does bother me. That does bum me out because I know that I have these really cool watches that I don't get to wear as often as I used to. And that bums me out big time. Ian Dangerously says, resizing watches because you're so jacked. Ugh. If you guys want to see me lifting weights, go ahead and watch that G-Shock video I just uploaded because I'm definitely probably stronger than most of you. So no, you're not. I can do this much. I take vitamin F for fuzzy. Do I need a permit to grow a beard that epic? I haven't even combed it this morning, and I need to go to the barber really bad. I've been so busy, if you guys couldn't tell. But at least we're not back in the pandemic days where like I had a beard, like I looked like Duck Dynasty, dude. Why did anyone let me walk around like that? Can someone like tell me why they let me walk around like that? Would love to know about your fragrances or perfumes. Well, I'm not I know Teddy Balthazar is big in collecting those. I do enjoy them, and I have some, but I'm not like a big collector. I really like Aqua di Gio. I really like the Mont Blanc Legacy. I have a few of because each of them have different variants. A few different variants of the Aqua di Gio and the black and white Mont Blanc Legacy. And then Cartier has some really good fragrances, and I have a couple Cartier fragrances that are really, really, really good. Reading comments. Horizon says, I have Baby Tuna, but it's not a little watch. Yeah, Baby Tuna isn't small. It's definitely still a full-size diver. Sir, given that today is the 30th, what name should you give for the routine of changing the date on watches? Murder. We'll call it murder, because when you have watches when you have as many watches as most of us have, going around and changing the dates on short months sucks. I hate it. I hate doing it. I love playing with my watches. I hate doing that. Heavier. Jory finally caught up with your live stream. Dude, happy you're here, bro. Lone Wolf says the 7C46 movement is amazing. That's why I keep pulling my big tuna instead of my baby tuna. That's the big bummer. Try Versace Dylan Blue. It's a tremendous blue scent. So there is a blue bottle Versace that I really do like, and I think it's the light blue bottle. They have a dark blue bottle and a light blue bottle and like a red bottle. They have a bunch, but the light blue bottle is the one that I really like. I smelled it at Sephora the other day. Don't ask why I was on Sephora. It's because I buy makeup. My beard is fake. This actually isn't even fake hair. It's actually all makeup. It's drawn on my face. What's my take on the PRX Digital? Well, Mr. Firsta, if you watch this episode right here, my most recent episode, I tell you about the digital. Everyone's spamming Old Spice. I guess I need to buy some Old Spice. I read and heard that Zodiac was close to being the first diver, barely beaten by Blancpain. But with Periscope expose on Blancpain history, where does this leave their story? Was it a fib? Yeah, most of these companies are getting caught fibbing about their own history. That's just a fact, and Periscope is a very intelligent dude. But here's what I will say. It was actually the Omega Marine Classic that was the first ever dive watch. And it's not even close. Let me see. Where is it? I don't know if it was this one. But right here, who really made the first dive watch, Blancpain or Rolex? Neither. So the truth is, let me see. We can probably watch this episode right now, actually. Oh my god, we got an ad. Whoops! Hope you didn't get my balding head in the shot, Gato. The f***? I'm just kidding. I've owned it. I've owned up to it. Wore toupee for the first 3 years on YouTube, and then my toupee sponsor just dipped out on me, so now look at me. Guys, one of the biggest I'm funny. How can I do these? Why am I so comfortable just talking to the camera and then the Seamaster? And in fact, the case wasn't even round. This is the Omega Marine. It looked a whole lot more like a Gégé Lecoultre Reverso. This is the first ever dive watch. I'm pulling out all the stops and I'm doing all the obnoxious pronunciations because you guys hate. I don't know how they So fancy. Well, the truth is, the case actually slid off of itself, exposing a crown at the 12 o'clock that you could use to wind and set the watch. And then again, that outer case slides over itself, creating a seal, making sure that no water gets into the watch. Now, so that's actually the first dive watch ever. It wasn't Blancpain, it wasn't Zodiac, it was not Rolex. Let me see. I think I did a recent expose on that watch too because I got so many questions about it. Let me see. I know I did it. I know I did a recent episode talking about that. Man, some of these episodes are hilarious. You guys are gonna have to go ahead and watch it. You guys are gonna. Was it this one? Man, I don't remember, but I did do a more recent episode about that, and yeah, it's just some good history. Just some good history for y'all. Winter's coming. Anyone switch to thinner quartz watches to keep heavy coats from catching on your automatics? That's not a bad idea, but I wear NATOs, so I just put the watch over my my jacket sleeve like you're supposed to when you're doing Arctic exploring here in Southern California. Mr. First, so if I could get my hands on, I'll try to get my hands on a digital PRX to really tell you guys what I think about it. I mentioned it in yesterday's episode about that. I don't know. Here's what I'll say. First impressions, it looks boring and kind of lazy. I'm going to be honest. But it is what it is. Doesn't mean I won't try to get my hands on one to review it, but you don't have YouTube Premium, how dare you? Whenever I'm live streaming, I use a guest account because I don't want you guys actually seeing any of my personal stuff. Because it's going to be a lot of weird top 10 hentai reviews and things like that. So I'd rather not show you guys my history. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Back to my question, sir, Coogan says. I'm sick and tired of playing the Rolex AD game and I'm looking for another watch. What can you recommend between 10,000 and 15,000? Must be on a bracelet and not a chronograph. So when we're looking in that price range, there's a ton to choose from, and I'm going to tell you right now which watch you should get. All right, does it but here's the thing. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more information. You're saying it can't be a Rolex and it has to be on a bracelet and it can't be a chronograph, but what type of watch do you want? Because you mentioned one complication you don't want and one brand you don't want. And then the bracelet, it's a bracelet, big deal. Like that's the strap option. So what type of watch? I love answering these questions, but ever since I was on YouTube, people would give me the most vague things and be like, pick a watch. Pick a watch that's black dial and has numbers on the dial. Which one's the best one? It's like black watch with numbers on it, black dial numbers on it. Come, dude, gotta give me a little bit more information. So let's hear it. Give me a few more parameters to choose from, and I can tell you. Peter, yeah, I'm thinking some Omega, but he's like, does he want a dive watch? Because all he said was he doesn't want a chronograph. So do you want a dive watch? Do you want like an everyday thing to compete with like an Oyster Perpetual? Do you want a field watch? Like there's so many things to choose from out there. I could find you a $10,000 G-Shock right now. I'm not even kidding. Where is it? Stand by. Stand by. Well, first, hold on. I just want to show you guys this. See, these are on bracelets, and these are $4,000. But there's more. I promise you, I can find more expensive ones. StockX. That's so funny. They're selling a $10,000 Bruce Lee limited edition G-Shock. Whatever. There's crazy expensive G-Shocks out there, guys, that are on bracelets, actually. But that's not what we're talking about today. So I need more parameters. Let me see. It really doesn't matter. It should be a do-it-all watch. I had a Globemaster that was epic, so maybe something. See, if you're asking me to pick a watch for you, I need more parameters, but I'll do it right now. So it has to be on a bracelet, and it can't be a Rolex. This is actually very easy. Gonna show you exactly the watch. Exactly the watch that you need. And I'm actually kind of pissed off that you didn't think of this yourself. Jeez. You know, like, how could you not have thought of this watch? If you want a watch that's not a Rolex, that comes on a bracelet and not a chronograph, $10,000 to $15,000 range, right here, a Glashütte original CQ. Period. I would get it on the bracelet and just not wear it on the bracelet because I'm not a huge bracelet guy. I would put it on like a textile strap like that. This is the best. I would get this one, actually, personally. The green looks dope. Actually, you know what? I used to really love the green. Now I think I'm back on this one. Yeah, I would get this one. Let's watch the video, shall we? I'm gonna turn off the volume. German watchmaking arts since 1845. In 1945, we were doing something bad. Dive into the original. Ooh. For the fearless. Bunch of fishies. And the jellyfishes. Glashütte original CQ bubbles. Und the adventurous. Maximum reliability. More bubbles. Und bubbles with crown in it. Und 2 different CQs. Und loom. The new CQ. Glashütteoriginal.com. That's what you do. All right. That's what you get for that price range on a bracelet. If you pick anything else, you're an idiot. Period. We have a super chat from first to Omega Seamaster 300 Titanium on bracelet is high on my list and around that price range. I guess not Rolex, but Snoopy Speedy though. Yeah, it's a chronograph. Glashütte original Blancpain 50 fathoms. Also have watches around that price. Very true. I mean, the truth is, you can get a 50 fathoms bathyscaphe, which is arguably the only 50 fathoms that you should get. The coated one, it's the sleek coated one. You can get that for like under 10 grand. So, Kungan says, "Thank you. I actually thought about that one. Yeah, that's the one you should get. That's the one you should get. Glashütte. One watch to rule them all," Ian dangerously says. That is not the one watch to rule it all, the CQ. The one watch to rule it all is the Starbo 17 Alpinist, but that's just me. Oh, yawn. Vulcan is not better. Ban him. Steel Caesars, ton of options. Omega, Glashütte Original, JLC, Grand Seiko, Zenith, Moser. I would just get a CQ, if I'm totally honest. I want a Glashütte Original so bad, but I wouldn't get a CQ immediately. There's another Glashütte that I want, which is the Panalunermatic. But you know what? Let us look at the watches. Oh. Panamatic Lunar. Why do I say Panalunermatic? I'm an idiot. But I don't want this one. I want a very specific one, and it's really hard to find. It's this one, the 2019 limited edition Rose dial. This will always be the one that eluded me. Oh wait, you guys can't see what I'm looking at. I'm an idiot. This one. So, this is the one that man, I'm mad. Joey needs coffee. I definitely need coffee. For sure. Alpinist, good looking watch built around a complication no one ever uses. If you're talking about the compass, that's not a complication though. A complication is something that is built upon the movement. So I think you're talking just about a general function of the watch, but still that's cool. It doesn't take anything away from it. I think it's badass that it has an internal rotating bezel, but that's just me. Joel Taborski, certified T3 bot. What's going on? But yeah, that was fun. I always love trying to pick watches within a certain parameter. Unfortunately, most people don't give me enough information to choose. Have you ever found north with your alpinist? So I have, and I filmed myself doing that with my alpinist with the Expedition Everest Boulder. I've done it. But regardless of me ever doing it, it's like, dude, have I gone 185 miles per hour in my 911? No. It's still cool that it will do that. Like, you don't have to use every piece of everything you ever owned to appreciate it and think it's cool. I think that's silly, right? So it's a miracle in California. Is it raining? Oh my gosh, it is. Oh my gosh, it is. It's a miracle. I love that I'm inside and my viewers from LA have to tell me that it's raining outside. Uh, hello from Pompeii. Be careful. It's flooding here in NYC. Yo, be careful. Ooh, I just saw a brand name I really like. Hope for P. High Time Teller. What do you think of Le Rond Ferrier, and why is it so expensive and the watch looks quite normal? I disagree. I think that they are one of my favorite kind of independent watchmakers. And they have very incredibly sleek watches, very high finishing and attention to detail. All you have to do is look at the movements, dude. Look at those movements. So at the front of the watch might be somewhat unsuspecting. Flip the watch over. Insane movements. Le Rond Ferrier is one of my favorite watchmakers. If I could get my hands on one, I'd do a full review for you guys, but it probably would not get many views because a lot of people don't care about these kind of obscure watch brands. Rained here all day in the UK. Well, yeah, when does it not rain, Billy? Do you think watch buyers will shy away from complicated movements, but to the long service time and manpower shortage in watchmaking? No, I don't think so. I think people will still like I mean, some people just don't like complicated movements. Some people just want simple things, and that's just how they are. Vasilios from Greece. What's going on? Linky's here. He wants to be on camera. Linky. Where are you? There you are. He's going to immediately start playing with the microphone cables. Yep, he's going for the mic. Belly rub. He wants a belly rub. He wants a tickle. He's such a ham, dude. If I'm on camera for too long talking, he gets so jealous. What do I think of the Seiko counterfeit mod trend? I do not like it. He's such a happy little pig every time I hold him. So happy when he can disrupt a live stream. He's just totally content. Those little feet. What are you, a rabbit? What are you, a little bunny rabbit? Now I have white fur all over me. Link's still on my lap, by the way, for those wondering. He's still here. But yo, guys, we are going. Oh, wrist check. I kind of did it earlier, but we are going to wrap this one up. Thank you for hanging out with me. Again, leave comments on my 3 last videos. Tell them that the time teller. Well, tell those videos that the live stream sent you, and I will respond to you over there. Check this out. Where is it? Twin sensor, baby. All right, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Get out of your comfort zone. Tell someone you love them. It is raining actually very hard here right now. Interesting. And, you know, tell yourself you love yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. I love you, each and every one of you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Link, talking to the mic. Oh, he pushed the mic away. I guess he's done. All right, guys.